So next I'm being asked to, if I find the right one, use, sorry, I need to refresh that, so it comes up. Select columns to draw a column graph of the girls' Easter test score. Okay. Well, first thing I need to do is on the gender identity, switch it from boys to girls. So that comes up okay. So now I've just got the boys and girls, but I've got a stacked column graph showing both the scores, and I don't want both. The easiest way to do this is to actually just delete that graph. Say, well, the only columns I want are the first name and the Easter test score. They're the only things I want. So it's easier if I click and drag the first column, that's been selected. If I now click and drag the second column, oh, the first one disappears. Okay, I could try shift. Click the first one, hold down the shift key, and that selects everything again. Okay, the one I want is to control. Control allows me to select columns which aren't next to each other. So select the first column, hold down the control button, and select the Easter test scores column. Okay, and you can see about the things on the top that both of those are lit up. I now want to insert a chart, and up it comes. Okay, now the chart edit I'm going to need in a second, so I'm not going to take that, I'm just going to put that up there and make it a lot bigger so I can see it a bit better. There's a couple of problems wrong with this. First one is I don't really like the title, and second, it seems to say that Barclay, Autumn and Tammy got 0 on the test, which they didn't. Okay, if I look for Barclay on here, she got 10. Actually, so did Autumn, and Tammy. She actually should get 0 because she didn't do the test at all. But Barclay and Autumn shouldn't have got 0, and the reason is that this graph is starting at the lowest value of 10, and I don't want it to do that. So I want to now edit the graph and change it. Okay, let's start with this. This tells me lots and lots of stuff, and I want to now customize my graph, and I want to change the chart title. So I want to change it just to Easter test score, and it's just the girls, so I'm going to change that to girls Easter test score. Okay, so far so good. Now the second problem we've got here is that the chart starts at 10 rather than 0, and that's the vertical axis, and I can tell it that actually I want the minimum value to be 0. Okay, and I could put a maximum value on. I'm going to put it at 20 anyway because that's where it is. That sounds like a good place for it to be. So it's going to go between 0 and 20. So now I can see that Betty's and Autumn score, sorry, Barclay and Autumn score are 10 as they should be on here. Okay, I can change the text colour. Incidentally, I can change that there, and so on in here. So there's various things I can change about it, but for now, that gives us what we're after, which is a graph of just the girls' Easter test scores.